I'm very good, very, very good.
Are you? Do you have a recipe that you think could rival Ricky's? What's your kind of signature?
Toast. I can definitely cook toast, because you've got to be careful, haven't you, how long you leave it in the toaster.
You've got to be careful.
Now, David, you know, you are one of Britain's best and most successful...
Best,
I would say. One of the most successful children's authors.
yes.
I was amazed
It's
by the
official.
stats and the amount of books you sold. It's phenomenal.
It's not as many as J.K. Rowling.
OK. You're not far off.
No.
OK. Now, your new book, which is all about this bear and the bear who went boo, your new book. Now, it's aimed at sort of the ages of 3+. How do you approach sort of storytelling when you consider all the different ages? Because some of your books are to a slightly older child audience and some of them are a younger child audience.
Well, I've got 2 nephews who are 9 and 4, and I've got a son who's 2.5. So
Perfect.
actually the story very much came out of spending time with my son, because one of the things my son loves is the game of boo, like most kids, you know, hiding and going boo. And this is about a naughty polar bear who goes boo to all the other animals on the ice, and then they eventually take their revenge on him, and he doesn't like it. So the little moral in the story.
Well, that's the lovely thing about your books, maybe more so for the ones for slightly older children. There's always a good moral story in them, even though they are hilarious. Are you conscious of that, David, when you're writing them?
I think you need it, and I just actually read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory the other day, and it's actually a very moral book, because all the bad children get punished, and then Charlie, who's the one good child, ends up with the Chocolate Factory. So yes, I think you really want a theme, and you want to teach children something, because people come up to me and they say, I couldn't get my son to read until he read one of your books. And you think, oh, it's a big responsibility. It's the first book they've ever read. And there should be something that you can learn from it.
Are your kids big readers, Tim?
They love reading, yes.
Yeah.
I was just saying, David, before, the very annoying elephant they absolutely loved. And
I read that.
Yeah, they do. You know, they're really into books. It's great.
Now, illustration's really important in picture books, obviously. But when you're writing, do you have the illustration in mind already, or do you just pass that on to Tony? Is it Tony Ross as your illustrator?
Tony Ross has done a brilliant job on The Bear Who Went Boo. Yes, I think if you're lucky enough to work with really great people, you just let them get on with it.
Yeah.
Because it'd be quite annoying to stand over his shoulder and go, no, do that differently. So I just completely trust him. But when you're designing a picture book, you're very much you are thinking about the illustrations, but I can't draw at all. I don't know if you ever get, like, those charity requests, like, can you do a doodle or something? It's so shaming, because I can barely draw a face or a house or something. So I'm very lucky. I work with Tony, and then the first illustrator, I went, why are you laughing so much?
Because they asked me at Blue Peter to draw a car that would be sold at Christmas time.
You couldn't draw a car.
And they pulled it back from the shops because it was so bad.
Yes, that shows you in a very bad light. But I was very lucky. Quentin Blake did the first couple of my books, and then he passed the baton to Tony. But it's taken me by surprise, the success of the books, and it's a wonderful thing, because you know, I get to go into schools and talk to kids and read to them and hopefully inspire them to read.
Yeah, and the books are a success, but also the films that they've been turned into. I mean, they've become events at Christmas time. So Billionaire Boy is the one this Christmas. Now then, we've got a still here. Now that's you, isn't it, as the dinner lady?
Yes, I know. It looked very, very beautiful there.
Oh, very beautiful.
But I'm playing Mrs. Trafe, the dinner lady, and that's Elliot, who plays Joe Spud, who's the billionaire boy. And basically, I ask him for £30,000 as the dinner lady for a hip replacement, and then I spend it on plastic surgery.
Well, to be honest...
This is the before picture.
Oh, that's before. Wow, lovely. Thank you, David. Let's go back now then to Team Rickshaw. And Matt, have you arrived in Padstow yet?